Anyway, so darling, I am at Nose Hill Park. This is absolutely a beautiful, gorgeous place because you can see the grandfathers from that hill over there. Anyways, darling, why are you in that relationship? If you have permapain, girl, if you've been with somebody and your pH balance is off and your skin is like getting rashy and you're getting zits and you're getting hives, baby, that's a big ass sign that your body is physically rejecting boyfriend or girlfriend. I was gonna say spouse, but I don't think you got married that fast in a month or a year, but if you did, then bitch, divorce. Because your body will literally reject people, places, and things, toxic environments, toxic people, especially toxic lovers, because you're like making love with them and you're having that soul exchange. And the orgasm is the closest thing to source God. That's why soulmate relationships are so crazy beautiful, okay? Because the orgasm is the closest thing to source God, not Jesus specifically, but yeah. So your body will literally reject that boyfriend that you've been dating for 2 years because you're supposed to bounce out. Like, do not stay in relationships because you have a baby, especially. That baby ain't gonna save that relationship. That threesome ain't gonna save that relationship. He ain't never gonna change because the last fucking famous words they always say is, baby, I'll change. No, the F they won't. You'll be 30 years in and he'll still be saying, baby, I'll change. And then that's when I'll meet up with you in the correctional because I'll have to counsel your ass because you stabbed his ass to death in the kitchen. It happens. I've seen it. I've worked with a lot of women who did it. Or arson and poison. It's rat poisoning, slow death through coffee. I've seen that too. So yeah, so definitely make sure, don't live miserable. Go through the pain of temporary divorce or breakup. Cry yourself, cry really lots, feel the pain, feel the sadness, but don't settle for less. You ain't a mother, you ain't his fucking mom, you ain't a mentor. You have no obligation to be trying to parent your spouse or trying to counsel them. Are you on the pay grade? Are they sending you an invoice? Baby. But I'll give you an example from my own life, okay? I was with my ex 10 years ago and I knew I was supposed to leave him. All of my elders told me, all of my medicine women told me, the ancestors told me I was supposed to leave him, but you know, stubborn and young, you just think you know fucking everything. You think you know it all and you're like, love will win it all, and you don't listen because you're stubborn. And so I stayed with him and you know what? My face outbroke in so many zits and I knew right away, like, I'm allergic. As soon as I left him, guess what? My zitty fucking face healed completely. Absolutely healed completely. And you know what? I never had zits in my life. It was my first time. I was prolonging my stay with someone who was toxic for me. So my body was literally rejecting the toxicity by acting out in zits. The zits went right away as soon as I left his environment, left him forever. They were gone, literally. Your body will literally reject people, places, and things. I was with my ex, another one, 4 years ago, 5 years ago, 3 years ago, and we were trying to work it out, and I was getting ready to come and fly and come see him, and my body literally busted out in hives and rashes all over my body. I was getting an allergic reaction from coming to see him. My body, and same thing, my ancestors, my medicine woman, my medicine man at the time, all told me, you're not supposed to be with him, like, give it up, he's not good for you. You're repeating a pattern of a toxic cycle of codependency. You keep marrying the same devil in a different body. Bruh, that's 5 years ago. And so I didn't listen because, you know, stubborn, I know everything. I know effing everything. And I tried to make it work. And like I said, I was ready to catch that flight and come and see him, and my body absolutely broke out in hives for 7 or 8 days before I jumped on that flight. We got into a huge fight before I came, and I broke up and I had to go through the feelings of breaking up, crying all the time, but the hives totally cleared up. The hives cleared up. Your body will physically reject people, places, and things, toxic relationships, toxic boyfriends, toxic girlfriends that do not serve you. It's your body telling you to get the F out of there, run for the hills. There's an abundance of boyfriends, there's an abundance of spouses, there's an abundance of jobs. Never settle for less. It is literally creator pushing you out, trying to push you into your greatest and highest good, your highest path, and you're not listening. So physically your body will react. Don't you understand? This is our vessel. We are connected to Source God. You don't need that crusty, musty, dusty, crusty ass energy. Remember, it's your love. It's your unique, powerful, beautiful love that makes your boyfriend beautiful. It's your beautiful, gorgeous love and how you bring the magnetism and the sparkle to everything and everybody in every room you walk into that makes that person beautiful, that makes them magnetic. Understand, we all tell each other stories each and every single day. So if you're definitely in a situation, environment, people, place, and place, you're not supposed to be, people, place, and thing that you are not supposed to be, because you're like, oh, well, it was great this one time, 10% of the time it was great, 90% of the time I just have to walk on eggshells. Well, then it's not great. Don't ever mark yourself off for never having opportunities to change your life. You have absolutely every single worthiness. You are absolutely more than worthy to have a beautiful, exquisite life with a beautiful spouse that treats you right. It's not one of those impossible things. And that's another thing we have to change, women, is talking to ourselves in a nicer way. That knowing that we are worthy of having great things, knowing that we are worthy of having great relationships, knowing that we are worthy and deserving of having a beautiful spouse, the beautiful family, the beautiful home, the beautiful job, where there's mutual respect and a healthy environment. If you didn't come from a healthy home, make sure a healthy home comes from you, okay? And it takes time, it takes a lot of crying, it takes a lot of healing, a lot of counseling sessions, a lot of introspection, a lot of alone time, being single. Don't be afraid to be single. Don't be afraid to become your own best friend. Don't be afraid to be single for a little while. You need to become single to understand who you are. A lot of people just are so scared to be alone, they rather die. They'd rather be in such abusive relationships that are so toxic and so abusive that they just refuse to leave because they're so scared to be by themselves. It's like once you live alone for like 2 years and you dive into your childhood traumas and your toxic habitual patterns that you also have, like why do you keep putting your hand in the fire and why do you keep dating the same exact person? The same fucking person over and over in a different body. I don't care if you're going from like a black guy to an Asian, they will still have demographically the same toxic cycles within themselves until you heal it. You will marry it until you heal it. You will literally marry your environment you grew up in. I'm talking the codependency, if you witnessed any type of abuse as a child growing up, if you witnessed one parent household that struggled in poverty, you'll most likely repeat that as an adult because that's all you know. You need to recognize these and you got to heal that kind of stuff. And you got to know, you got to dig deep and you got to know that you are worthy of having a great life. You are deserving of having a really super amazing, great life with super lots of love, great money, great pay, great career, great kids. You are worthy of that life. Like I said, if you have not come from a healthy home, make sure a healthy home comes from you. What does this take? It takes introspection. It takes walking away from that toxic relationship. You don't need to die, stay in a relationship for a dusty, musty, crusty motherfucker, okay? Literally, you will manifest cancer if you're in a very toxic relationship. You need to heal your mind. Once you heal, once you know that there's an abundance of beautiful men out there in the world, your life will change, your reality shifts. Remember, you are the creator of your life. So if your life is half-ass, if you're miserable, it is up to you to make yourself happy. You are God in the flesh. You are co-creator of life. You are co-creating your life with God. Okay, so as much elbow grease as you put into this life, that is what you'll get out of. That includes, like I said, a lot of depression days to heal your childhood traumas from childhood. Yeah, baby, stop the cycle, break the cycle. Okay, break the cycle and know that you deserve the best. Break the cycle and know that God has a plan for you. God has a plan for you. You are God's perfect child and He would not leave you out in the cold. Never leave you out in the cold. You are perfect just the way you are. If you're like, I'm too broken or I have too many kids or this happened to me or whatever, you are still perfect. You are still beautiful and you are still worthy of love just the way you are. You are worthy because I am. I want you to repeat that affirmation. I am worthy because I am. I am worthy because I am. Okay, you need to repeat these affirmations. You need to believe it every single day for the next 21 days. You need to put some elbow grease into your life and make your life better, a walking prayer. As soon as, like I said, endorphins, as soon as you wake up, go for a walk in Mother Nature. That is where the ancestors speak to you, is in Mother Nature. Get your heart pumping. Live your life with purpose. When you're in a high frequency, you manifest more money, more opportunities, a perfect spouse, doors opening for you, chance meetings with people who give you opportunities at work, and just more money. Who doesn't like more money? When you're in a high frequency, you got more money. Energy attracts energy. This is just how it works. This is physics. This is science. This is proof from Einstein. This is not me rambling on, talking woo-woo magic manifestations. This is legit fucking actual factual. Energy attracts energy. So when you're in a high state frequency, you will attract more money. You will attract a spouse. You will attract your dreams. I'm not just talking from make-believe world. I'm talking about this is a real gangster ass advice. Take it. When you're in a high, happy frequency, doing what makes you happy, singing, sewing, beading, laughing, going to comedian shows, going to like a fucking stand-up comedian. You're in a high frequency. You're going to attract everything. It's just the way it works. It's physics. It's math. Okay? So start doing what makes you happy and start living your life with purpose. Start waking up and living your life on purpose. Don't just wake up and go with the flow and let life toss you the fuck around and let your mind, monkey brain control your life. You are God in the flesh. Start living your life with purpose. Start making yourself happy on purpose. Make a list. What makes me happy? Okay? Make it outside of your friends and your relationship. You need to become best friends with yourself and do what makes you happy individually. Because at the end of the day, baby, you're born alone, you die alone, okay? You need to be best friends with yourself. The great land, Kemet, back in the day, law of the land was know thyself. Why? Because they knew you were born alone, you die alone. If you don't know yourself, yo, your house can get washed up tomorrow in the zombie apocalypse and everybody die. Will you know? Could you stand 10 toes on God? With just God? A lot of people wouldn't. They would just die or commit suicide and shit. So make sure that non-attachment also is a huge thing in your life, okay? Practice non-attachment, especially to your Hummer in your mansion. That ain't okay? So I love you so much, my baby. Leave that dusty, musty, crusty ass relationship environment. No, there's more money. There's more spouses in this world. There's 8 billion fucking people in this world. There's millions of jobs. Don't settle and always speak up for yourself. You deserve it. Now let's close off this video with I am worthy, I am deserving, I am good enough. I have high self-esteem. Okay, repeat it with me. I have high self-esteem. I am worthy. I am deserving. I am more than good enough. Make sure that you sleep with solar plexus chakra energy, because that's the confidence chakra. And when that mother effa is spinning like crazy, you attract everything. Solar plexus energy, okay? I love you so much, my baby. I love you so much, and I'll see you next time on Beautiful Love Channel.